going to be interesting. I don't know a lot about these guys. Welcome to the Glace Bay Miners Forum, everybody. I'm Patrick McNeil, all the play-by-play of tonight's game as teams just hitting the ice now. As we're going to go down to ice level for the national anthem momentarily, but your Cape Breton Eagles are looking a lot closer to the final roster. 29 players left on the training camp roster, and that does include the two imports, Ivan and Mikhail Nazofkin, who are not here. As we get closer to the final roster, Charlottetown has a bit more work to do. A lot of rookies in their lineup as we go down to ice level for the national anthem. And we're getting ready to go here at the Miners Forum in Glace Bay. Getting the call in goal tonight for the Eagles. It is number 1, Thomas Pidgeon, who won the rookie goaltender battle at training camp, the only one of 5 goaltenders to advance to the main camp, and one of 3 remaining. He gets the call. Remy De La Fontaine backing him up. Won't be surprised if we see all Pidgeon tonight because De La Fontaine played the whole game on Wednesday. In goal for Charlottetown, number 35, Jacob LeBlanc, former Eagles draft pick. He is in his 19-year-old campaign, came over from Drummondville in the last few weeks in a trade. He actually split last season between Drummondville and Summerside in the junior A ranks. Charlottetown's other goaltender this evening is Paolo Marabella. And we don't know if we'll see the 17-year-old tonight, but we are getting ready for action here at the Miners Forum in Glace Bay. Third exhibition game for the Eagles, second one on home ice. Eagles win the draw. Veterans in the lineup tonight for the Eagles. As I mentioned, only 27 active at camp, and then you have the 2 Europeans coming in, so Islanders are offside, so that will prompt a whistle in the neutral zone. So the way it breaks down, the Eagles with 15 forwards, 11 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders at training camp. And if you haven't been paying attention the last couple of days, the Eagles have made some moves in addition to making cuts. We'll tell you about those as we go on. But face off in the neutral zone. Camp will win the draw back to Buteau. As McDonald with it now for the Eagles. Puck comes in to the Charlottetown zone. Camp back to the point for Daigle. Xavier Daigle, who's been very impressive during training camp. Puck deep in the Charlottetown zone now. Comes back towards the blue line. It's cleared out. Here's Sam Archibald for Charlottetown. The 18-year-old forward brings it in. He's stripped to the puck by F.J. Buteau. Daniel Klein now with it for Charlottetown. Puck comes back onto the stick of Xavier Daigle. Playing the neutral zone now. Comes back to Buteau. Quick pace to start. Here's Kean Bell will take it for the Eagles. He's been very good during training camp. Bell flings it forward, looks for Welsh. Play now in the neutral zone again. Quick transition here as Pidgeon's out of the net to play it. Leaves it for Mateus Els, who had 2 assists in the win over Halifax on Wednesday. Wagner with the puck now for Charlottetown. Tries to find Horth in front of the goal. Play in the corner. Willett for the Islanders. He'll move it back to Stewart. Shot save made by Pidgeon. He doesn't know where it is. It's up in the air. Pidgeon goes sprawling behind the net to cover up for a face-off. 18:48 remaining here in period number 1. So the Eagles, as I mentioned, down to 15 forwards, 11 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders, and that does include the 2 forwards in Europe, Ivan and Mikhail Nazofkin. Eagles making a trade yesterday, trading Davis Cooper, who would have been a returning forward, for 19-year-old defenseman Romain Rodzinski. He'll come over from the Quebec Ramparts. Very much expect him to be in the Eagles lineup this season. Charlottetown buzzing here. Islanders with a rookie-laden lineup, but a lot of 18-year-old rookies in this Charlottetown team. As the puck comes back into neutral ice, it's dumped back in. Islanders have to tag up. As Perron will bring it forward for the Eagles. Puck comes onto the stick now of Xavier Delage for Charlottetown. Play in the Islanders end, rather. 18:20 left here in period number 1. As Arsenault with it for Charlottetown, he'll move it back, and the puck is put out of play by Connor Benjamin. I don't think there was a delay of game penalty there. It looks like it hit the glass. So 18:12 left in the first, scoreless first period. Want to say hello to Mitchell Van Gorkum watching over in Charlottetown. And in the preseason, it's usually just the one feed, so hello to all the Islanders fans tuning in. And of course, all the friends and family of Eagle members. I know there's a lot of the Shortalls watching in Newfoundland. Connor Shortall not in the lineup today, but I know there was a lot of people watching over there on Wednesday, so hello to them. Also, a big hello to the Hogue family. I know Nicholas Hogue's mom was watching and cheering on Wednesday. Her son's been great during camp thus far. As the Islanders win the draw, puck comes into the Eagles' zone. Thomas Pidgeon in his distinct gold mask out of the net to play it. And spoke too soon. That was a delay of game penalty against Connor Benjamin, so the Eagles are on the power play here. So again, Benjamin in the box, delay of game, as Xavier Daig will take the puck for the Eagles. He's being checked hard by Zachary Lorette of Charlottetown. Puck comes now back to Buteau. Buteau will swing towards the left side. He'll come in over the center red line. We saw a lot of offensive instincts from Buteau as a rookie. Certainly will have more of an opportunity to do that, but the puck is cleared down the ice by Chisholm. Max Chisholm, another 18-year-old who was drafted in 2019 by Charlottetown, getting another crack at it. Islanders haven't made as many cuts, so seeing a lot of newcomers in their lineup tonight. Just 2 returnees are Sean Stewart and Ryan Maynard, and of course Jacob LeBlanc has some Q experience as well. Here's a chance for Kiefer Lyons coming in, deking. Save made by LeBlanc. Eagles try to keep the pressure on here on the power play, but the puck is cleared down the ice. And that was Sam Bonus, who is an Island boy, played Kensington Wild last year. As the puck comes out into neutral territory. Play now in the Charlottetown zone. We're past the 3-minute mark here, 43 seconds left in the Eagles power play. Puck comes back to the point. Matthias Ellis with it. Ellis, a 6th-round pick in 2020. He's been very steady during training camp. Puck comes back to the blue line. Welsh keeps it in on the left side. There's certainly more heat on the Eagles defensemen now with the addition of Rudzinski. Could be some veterans forced to try to keep their spot. Here's a chance for Haggerty-Aubin. A big save made there by LeBlanc. Haggerty-Aubin was teeing it up there from the right circle. As 16:29 left in period number 1 and 17 seconds remaining here in this power play for the Eagles. First power play of the game for either side. Of course, Charlottetown is expected to have a strong team this year, but just going out with a younger lineup tonight. Draw won by Charlottetown. Puck comes out into neutral territory. As the Eagles try to reverse the flow of it, Graham will bring it in for Charlottetown. Emile Perron, the Eagles' first rounder, holding the puck now. His second exhibition game of the week. He'll move it to Preston Pattengale, who had the winning goal on Wednesday against Halifax. Sydney Rush defenseman who likes to rush the puck. As Perron will come back, he's out there with Pattengale. A lot of P's on the ice. As Perron, Pattengale on the back end, and Luke Patterson up front as well. Puck comes back to Delage for Charlottetown. He'll move it forward for Klein. Play now in the Islanders zone. Delage takes possession. 17-year-old on the Charlottetown blue line. Player in the Charlottetown end here. As Nicolas Gerard, one of the forwards on the forecheck here for the Eagles. Puck comes back to Pattengale. Shot blockered out there by LeBlanc. And it's fired out as Perron will grab a hold of it. Emile Perron is stripped of the puck. Now Ouellette drops it forward for Horth. Michael Horth bringing it forward for Charlottetown. Puck fired back to the blue line. Topolinski will take possession. He'll move it over to Maynard. Ryan Maynard, one of 2 returnees in the lineup for Charlottetown. As puck goes the other way, here's Jack Campbell. Moving it over for Dawson Stairs. Stairs surging in. Stairs was a point of game for the Eagles after he came over from St. John in the Ryan Francis trade. It's Campbell will swing it around the boards. Eagles on the forecheck now. As Stairs with an opportunity in the slot. He's trying to evade Topolinski. Stairs hits his man in the circle. It's Hogue. He fires it wide. Hogue with goals in both exhibition games for the Eagles against Halifax. Had a beauty backhand on a breakaway here on Wednesday night. Here's an opportunity and a save made by LeBlanc as pinching into the play Xavier Daig with an opportunity in the left circle. Xavier Daig showing a lot of offensive instinct. Second-round pick of the Eagles this year, and he has looked very good. Certainly some slick skills on the young man. Connor Trenholm will take this draw for the Eagles. Connor Trenholm invited to the Florida Panthers rookie camp. He wins the draw. Lions will send it back to the point. Shot and a save made there by LeBlanc. As Sean Stewart will take possession. One of those two returnees I was talking about for Charlottetown. He'll fire the puck along, and Islanders bring it in. Jonah Jelly will take it into the Eagles zone. Now Connor Benjamin's on it. Charlottetown on the attack here. As Benjamin will take possession. Benjamin sends it back to Stewart at the point. Stewart over to Aguilar. Aguilar, a shot is blocked there by Canning. Now Lyons has it for the Eagles. Kiefer Lyons, he'll fire the puck wide. Lyons didn't play Wednesday night. He was in the lineup in Halifax Tuesday. Draws back in tonight. Puck comes back to Preston Pattengale, who didn't play Tuesday, but obviously made an impression Wednesday with that game-winning goal. Puck fired all the way down the ice, and it is icing on the play. Pattengale, as I mentioned, played for the Sydney Rush last year. This would be his 17-year-old season. And like a lot of these guys with the Rush, you'd have to think that even if they could crack Junior A, they would probably go back to play with the Rush this year because they're hosting the TELUS Cup. Certainly Pattengale would be a key part of that team if he does not crack the Eagles roster. Face-off will come to the right of Pigeon. As draw will be taken by Trenholm against Max Chisholm of Charlottetown. Max Chisholm, an 18-year-old, was drafted in round 14 in 2019. Actually played in 4 preseason games as a 16-year-old for Charlottetown, did Chisholm. And he'll be playing for Grand Falls in Junior A if he doesn't make the Islanders this year. Actually played a little bit of Junior B in the regular season and playoffs. And we're seeing a lot of that with some of these Island guys. And we've seen that in Nova Scotia as well. You may recall Mitchell Balmus playing with the Straight Pirates as a 15-year-old. So you see that in PEI as well. Some of these guys will play in their end of their 15-year-old season, will end up in the Junior B ranks. Again, Thomas Pigeon getting the call in goal for the Eagles tonight. He was definitely tested in the game in Halifax on Tuesday. And I think the Eagles were happy with how he played. Stopped 22 of 25 shots. Had a bit of a rough start with 2 shorthanded goals by Bobby Orr. But by and large, impressed in the game in Halifax. And he's certainly sticking around and making his case as he, Remy De La Fontaine, and Nicholas Rucci, the goaltenders, left the camp. Now, it's interesting. You had Rucci, who was a first-round pick of the Eagles, and De La Fontaine was a second-round pick of the Sags. But, you know, if the Eagles were to decide between one of those two goalies as who the guy was going to be, you know, Pigeon could be in line. Even if those two get their spots to begin the season, he could be in the mix later in the season. And also, you know, you want to put yourself in position to play as an affiliate player. So certainly Pigeon has opened some eyes, and he's looked good here in training camp for the Eagles. This is the final game the Eagles will play before they likely make their final roster announcement, as they have a home-and-home against Halifax on the 10th and the 11th. The roster should be set by then. Preston Pattengale will move it along the left side. Puck comes back to the point as Emil Parango's chasing after it. Lucas Canning has it along the boards. Now bonus for Charlottetown. Play deep in the Eagles' end here. We're past the 6-minute mark of this first period. No score to report yet. As Delage chases after for Charlottetown. Puck comes down the ice. That's going to be icing against the Islanders. Shots are 5-1 in favor of the Eagles, but as I mentioned earlier, no score as of yet in this game. Offensive zone draw here for the Eagles. They're shooting at the net that's right behind the Tallow on Ice restaurant. And actually, Charlottetown Islanders head coach Jim Holton setting up at the end portion of the restaurant, scouting his team. And of course, Jake Grimes up as an eye in the sky, as well as Jack Carriere here. As is the case, usually the assistants are the ones that are on the bench during preseason. As puck comes back into neutral territory, Bonus will dump it in for Charlottetown. That's Sam Bonus. As I mentioned earlier, he played for the Kensington Wild U18 team in PEI last year. Here's Buteau. He'll send it over center. Archibald will bring it forward. Sam Archibald wearing 11 for Charlottetown tonight. He'll bank it off the boards. Couldn't get it through. Buteau will skate in. Leading the rush is the Eagles' second-year defenseman. Buteau, a shot, and it goes over the net. It looks like it went out of play. 12:33 remaining here in the opening period. FJ Buto, a player who really probably saw more responsibility than he thought he would. You know, if you're a 16-year-old in the 5th-round pick, and you're far from a lock to make it, but he made it. And then with the injuries we saw to LaRose and Baker, he was playing top 4 quite a bit last season. I think the Eagles were happy with his progress on both ends of the puck. Patterson will take the draw here for the Eagles, and he'll do so against Alex Graham. Draw won by the Eagles. Puck comes back to the point. Welsh moves it down the right side. Girard with the puck for the Eagles. He loses it. Nicholas Girard coming over from St. John in the offseason. Archibald coming up the right wing. Has Graham driving the net. Can he get it to him? Graham did get a shot, but Pigeon was able to make the save. Patterson has the puck on his stick. Chance for Archibald. Top of the left circle. Save made by Pigeon. Now Aguilar will pinch in for Charlottetown. Puck comes back to Girard. Girard moving it forward. Girard coming up the right side. Nicholas Girard played his 17 and 18-year-old seasons in Drummondville and then played in St. John last year. Shot, save made, but the rebound is going to go in, and the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. As I believe it was Perrault with the original shot, and Girard there to tap it into the open space, and the Eagles take a 1-0 edge here, just past the 8-minute mark. And the 20-year-old Nicholas Girard, who the Eagles have high hopes for to light the lamp this year. And he gives them the early lead, 1-0 with 11:53 to go here in period number 1, as Girard just there to tap in the rebound. Eagles are generating some chances from the face-off dots and then cashing in. Play back underway here in neutral ice. Sean Stewart coming in over the blue line for Charlottetown. Stewart, a tough customer, very much a throwback on the back end for Charlottetown. And of course, he was part of that cup-winning team with the Cape Breton West Islanders. Former Moncton Wildcat is Sean Stewart. His best chance at a President's Cup, unfortunately for him, came to an abrupt halt when the 2019-2020 season was cut short. He was part of that powerful Moncton Wildcats team. Of course, the Eagles with a strong team that year as well. Play in the Charlottetown zone here. As buzzing around is Hogue. Now it's going to be skated out as Horth will fire it in. Wagner's after it as well for Charlottetown. Mitchell Wagner moves the puck back to Willett. Mathis Willett. He loses the puck. Stairs will take possession. Over to Pattengale. Perrault and Patterson draw the assists on the Girard goal as the Eagles lead 1-0. 10:45 remaining here in this first period of play. So again, the Eagles acquiring Romain Rudzinski from Quebec in a trade for Davis Cooper. Some draft picks there as well. So 15 forwards left. So not a lot of cuts to be made up front. But 11 defensemen, so you're still looking at some movement on the back end for sure. Eagles win the draw. Trenholm will send it back for Xavier Dague. And the play is stopped with 10:40 to go here in period number 1. I believe it was knocked down by an Eagles high stick. So Charlottetown face off in the Eagles zone. Dague will take it. He'll push the puck to Canning. Canning being checked by Crowder. As Trenholm coming in. And LeBlanc's out to play it. Again, LeBlanc, 19 years old. Yeah, have to figure Jacob Gooby, the likely starter in Charlottetown. And as LeBlanc is going to be pushing for some ice time. As the face-off will come out in front of the Charlottetown goal. Face-off will be to the left of the Islanders' net. 10:22 remaining in period number 1. Crowder sees his pass intercepted by Lyons. Now Delage will take possession. Lyons with it on the half boards. He'll move it to Trenholm. Delage takes it behind the net. Swings it around, pass intercepted, and LeBlanc was tested there. He comes up with a big stop as the Eagles out shooting Charlottetown 8-3. Of course, the game Wednesday, Halifax with a bit more veteran punch in the lineup, so the Eagles knuckled down and got the win. But tonight it's the Eagles with a more veteran presence. A lot of these Eagles players getting their first taste of preseason action. But for some of the rookies that are in their lineup, it's essentially their 4th game in 5 days. So the black and white game was here Monday. They played at Halifax Tuesday, here against Halifax Wednesday, and then again tonight. But that's what it's all about in training camp, simulating the grind of a long season. Here's Lorette bringing it in for Charlottetown. Lorette deep in the Eagles zone. Zachary Lorette, 17-year-old free agent out of the Halifax Max program. A lot of those guys getting invited to Q camps. Of course, we saw Bryson Boudreau on Wednesdays making an impression in Halifax. Ryan Maynard will take possession. He'll move it to Topolinsky. Topolinsky trying to break out. Puck comes back to Maynard. Maynard swings it up for Lorette. Lorette, a shot, goes wide of the goal. Pigeon had the glove hand ready. As Islanders on the attack. Lorette will send it back to the point. Aguilar a shot. He'll put the puck out of play with 9:23 left here in the period. As Mathis Aguilar, 4th round pick in 2020. He'd be in his 17-year-old season. One of those Quebec guys that didn't get to play last year. Did play midget in Quebec at 15 with Saint Eustache. And apparently has impressed Islander staff with his fitness in training camp. So we'll watch to see if he pushes for a spot on the Charlottetown blue line. Graham will take the draw against Patterson. Going after it is Nicholas Girard, who has the goal today for the Eagles. Eagles lead 1-0. Girard will skate it up towards center. Comes in over the blue line, going around Klein as LeBlanc, who's seen a lot of the puck here in this opening part of the period. He'll cover for a face-off with 9:10 remaining here in period number 1. As I mentioned, a lot of these Eagles players playing basically 4 games in 5 nights. You look at a guy like Nicholas Hogue, he'd be one of those players. And Matthias Ellis on the back end as well. There's Pattengale, a shot from the point. Kean Bell goes after it. Kean Bell played 9 games as an affiliate player for the Eagles last year. Scored in his first shift. As play deep in the Charlottetown zone now. In the corner to the left of LeBlanc. As Patterson, who has an assist tonight, will send it back to Perron, who also has an assist. And a shot, Eagles couldn't get that on goal. As puck is brought out towards center. Emile Perron flings it across to Pattengale. Pattengale will gain center and then dump it in. Kean Bell on the attack here for the Eagles. Chance out in front. Girard was jamming away at it. Play now behind the net. As Daniel Klein will pick it up for Charlottetown. He'll wire it into neutral ice looking for Archibald. Ouellette with it now for the Islanders. Ouellette, 16-year-old, was ranked top 10 by Central Scouting. The Islanders were able to get him in round 2. He didn't get to play last year. His 14-year-old season, he played Bantam in Rwanda and also had a few games in the Midget Espoir League. Playing the Charlottetown zone. That's Jack Campbell on the forecheck. Of course, we saw Jack Campbell throw down in the game against Halifax on Wednesday. As a shot. LeBlanc with the stop as Campbell was fighting Brendan Tomlinson of Halifax. He ended up picking up an instigator penalty, but he was doing what he felt he had to do, avenging a hit. And you see a lot of that, especially in preseason. As Buteau will take possession for the Eagles now. Puck comes back for Maynard. Maynard keeps it in for Charlottetown. Horth takes it for the Islanders. Michael Horth, another 2019 draft pick for Charlottetown. They can't keep the zone. They have to tag up as Buteau will take possession. Buteau fires it out towards center. Benjamin drops the puck back for Jelly. Jonah Jelly, that's going to be one of the best names in the league if he makes it this year. Maynard will fire it across the way. As Hogue fires it over center. Play deep in the Charlottetown end. Maynard will take possession. He'll fling the puck along the left side. Islanders on the breakout now. Puck in the Eagles zone. Welsh going chasing after it. Jelly jumping into the play on the left side and play blown down. And there was a glove pass by Charlottetown in the Eagles zone, so that will prompt the faceoff to come out into neutral territory with 6:50 to go in the first period. Again, the Eagles will have 2 more exhibition games, 10th and 11th against Halifax, home and home. But I'd say this is probably the final opportunity for the rookies to make their impression in a game situation. As Trenholm takes the draw. No Cam Squires in the Eagles lineup. He may have some minor injuries, as sometimes that's why players are sitting out. Could be just a numbers thing, but notable that he is a rookie not in the lineup tonight for the Eagles. As we'll see another face-off, this one coming in the Eagles' end. Shots are 9-3 here in favor of the Eagles. Face-off will come to the left of Pigeon. Trenholm will take the draw against Chisholm. Connor Trenholm wore an A last year in the second half of the season at 17 as Charlottetown wins the draw. Save made by Pigeon. It will do it all over again. And Trenholm took a big step forward last year from 16 to 17, and the Eagles hope he takes another big one, and certainly he'll have the opportunity to do so. It's tough for the Eagles to score goals in the second half of last year. Obviously, the scheduling didn't help, but we'll see what those guys can do this year, the ones that are returning. Here's Kiefer Lyons. He's been scoring goals during camp. He'll move it for Canning. Canning cutting in. Save made, and Lyons jabbing away at it. Kiefer Lyons from St. John actually moved to Moncton this summer to train, and he's certainly not afraid of the physical game. And Kiefer Lyons actually led the New Brunswick PEI Midget League in scoring last year. We've certainly seen that scoring touch thus far in camp as he lays the body right there. Puck dumped in by Perron. Playing the Charlottetown zone, under 6 to go here, period number 1. Puck comes to Loretta's shot, save made by Pigeon, and low glass here at the rink in Glace Bay as Pigeon just stopped it and ended up bouncing off his pads and out of play. 5:49 to go here in this first period. Shots 10-5 in favor of the Eagles. Scores 1-0. Nicholas Gerard the goal. Eagles having camp in Glace Bay because the boards at Center 200 are being renovated, or being replaced, I should say, as the QMJHL mandating a lot of changes to rinks to standardize them. Aguilar, a shot from the point, save made by Pigeon. So the Eagles doing some upgrades. I know St. John is not having their camp at TD Station, so a process a lot of teams around the league are getting done is rink upgrades. It's all for the safety of the players, which is good to see. I believe I was told that the old boards at Center 200 were making their way to another minor hockey rink in the CBRM, so that's good news all around. As the Islanders attacking here, but Archibald ends up giving up the puck to Pattengale. Pattengale's looked good in the early going of this one. Here's Camp coming into the Charlottetown zone. He's mixing it up with Archibald. Play goes the other way as Daniel Klein brings it in for Charlottetown. Klein and Matthew McDonald, two number 24s going at it. McDonald came over from Shawinigan last year to join the Eagles. He'll skate into Charlottetown zone. 4:55 left here in this first period as the Eagles are on the forecheck. Dagg pinches in. McDonald will cover for him at the blue line. Puck comes back to Dagg as he floats back to get it. Here's Haggerty Aubin curling around on the right side of the Charlottetown end. As the Eagles unable to create there, as Delage will fire it out over center. Now Haggerty Aubin with it for the Eagles. He'll skate down the ice. Eagles can't hold the zone. Here's Horth for Charlottetown. Michael Horth coming in. Being watched closely by Buteau. Wagner joining the play as well for Charlottetown. Mitchell Wagner out there on the attack. 4:15 left in the first. Eagles ahead 1-0. Nicholas Gerard the goal. As puck comes back to the point, Crowder tries to keep it in. Some famous bloodlines on him. We'll touch on that later, but Kean Bell going the other way, who also has good bloodlines. Shot goes wide. Kean Bell's mother, part of the 2002 gold medal Olympic team for Team Canada, Fiona Smith-Bell. And Bell has the puck now. He'll come in over center into the Charlottetown zone. Bell still with it. Still holding. Shot and a save made. And LeBlanc will cover for a face-off with 3:44 to play here. And I believe Kean has some Saskatchewan roots, so Bell family celebrating that 3-0 start for the Saskatchewan Roughriders this year. I know that I'm celebrating that. Face-off will come to the right here of LeBlanc. Campbell will take the draw for the Eagles, and he wins it. Stairs fires it into the corner. Play in the Charlottetown zone. Puck comes out towards neutral ice. And here's a chance for Jonah Jelly coming in on a break. Jelly, a shot! Big save, Pigeon rebound! Good play by Hogue to get back. Shot goes wide of the goal. Heard somebody in the Eagles staff compare Nicholas Hogue to Gabriel Prue, which is certainly a favorable comparison for him. And showing some hustle on the back check there. Here's Maynard, a shot, scores! Ryan Maynard rips it by Thomas Pigeon. And the Islanders have tied this one at 1. A nice little wrister there from Ryan Maynard. And that finds the back of the net. Maynard showed some versatility last year. He came to Charlottetown as a defenseman, one of Jim Holton's Ontario connections, but he actually saw a bit of playing time up front last year because the Islanders really loaded up on veteran defensemen, including Sean Stewart, who we're seeing in tonight's game. But Maynard perhaps helping his case for this year's team with the time that he spent up front, and a nice goal for him there to tie the game up. Sean Stewart, it should be noted, in tonight's game, a 20-year-old, certainly not a lock to play with Charlottetown this year, though. They have quite the competition going for 20-year-old spots. As Pattengale with the puck now for the Eagles. Pattengale will knife it forward. As play in the neutral zone here. And now into the Charlottetown end. Jamming away at it is Stairs. And a save made by LeBlanc. Hey, you look at the Charlottetown 20-year-old situation. You have Brett Budgell, Bailey Peach, and Xavier Simoneau, who the Islanders acquired in a big blockbuster. Now, Simoneau was drafted by the Habs, so there is the possibility he could go pro, which obviously would open up a third 20-year-old spot. So it'd be interesting to see how that all plays out. Draw one by Charlottetown. Puck comes back now to the point. Perron. His shot blocked. Perron will take possession. He'll drop it back now for Pattengale. Pattengale fires it off the glass. Puck just stays in play. Aguilar goes chasing after it. And play blown down. I think that was icing against the Eagles. Indeed it was. So we'll see a face-off here in the Eagles' end. With 2:37 left in this opening period. Perhaps Ryan Maynard's goal giving his team a lift. So the 20-year-old spot will be interesting to watch in Charlottetown. Of course, the Eagles have their 3 20-year-olds set. Draw one by the Eagles. Perron will take possession. As Perron rims it along the boards. Pettengale will push it forward for Lions. As puck comes to Canning. Canning trying to spring Trenholm. 2 Billet brothers out there for the Eagles. Shot, and the net comes off its moorings with 2:16 to go. The Eagles know their 20-year-olds will be Nicholas Girard up front, as well as Emile Haggerty-Aubin. Sean LaRochelle, acquired from Victoriaville, will be on the back end. As the 20-year-old situation ended up sorting itself out. Liam Kidney traded to Bathurst to play with his brother Riley. And Mark Rumsey going to Estevan in Saskatchewan Junior A. I believe they're hosting the national championship this year, so he'll be a good coup for them. Logan Kelly Murphy going to Summerside. They're hosting the Fred Page Cup, so he'll be a nice add for them on the back end. Logan will get to play in his home province. And William Gramar going out to Alberta to play with the Whitecourt Wolverines, which interestingly enough is the same team Zach Fortin played for after he left the Eagles a number of years ago. So that's one of those teams that acquires a lot of former major junior players. Good league out in Alberta, the Junior A Loop. Of course, Cale McCarr came from that league. Play now behind the Charlottetown net. Here's Buteau holding the puck. Couldn't get it by Archibald. And coming up the ice now is Klein. Here's Archibald with it. Sam Archibald played with Truro in the MHL last year, where he was teammates with Trey Sturge. Puck comes now behind the net. Eagles breaking out. Kiefer Lyons, cross-ice pass for Trenholm. Trenholm doing circles in the neutral zone. He'll come up the right side of the ice. Canning on the attack for the Eagles as well. He'll fire the puck back. Puck comes towards center. As Klein didn't realize Horth had jumped the blue line, so the Islanders have to tag up here. Here's Zach Welsh. 1:26 left in the first period. We're tied at 1. McDonald coming in up the left side. Pass for Canning. A shot. It's wide of the goal. Nice setup there by McDonald, but Canning couldn't get it on net. It'll be interesting to see what Lucas Canning can do this year in a 17-year-old season. Second-round draft pick of the Eagles. Scored twice last year and had spot opportunities in the top 6 when there were injuries and trades in the second half of the year. And a big brother figure to him is Igor Sokolov, because although they didn't play together with Cape Breton, Igor stayed in Cape Breton after the 2020 season ended, and he was essentially billet brothers with Lucas, and Igor's actually to my right watching this game. As a shot by Haggerty-Aubin, a save made by LeBlanc. Jake Grimes, Igor, and Scott Guthrow checking out the action. And Igor knows he's been name dropped on the broadcast. And as I mentioned, Jacques Carrier is here as well. Eye in the sky as everybody doing their part to evaluate this team for the coming season. Face-off will come to the right of LeBlanc. Draw one by Charlottetown. And the puck goes out of play. So 1:01 remaining here in this first period. Another offensive zone draw here for the Eagles. Shots are 14-9 in favor of the Eagles in this 1-1 contest. If you're just joining us, Nicholas Girard and Ryan Maynard have the goals. Face-off will come to the left of LeBlanc. Eagles take possession in the Charlottetown zone. Working along the right side of the ice. Puck will come back towards the blue line. Haggerty-Aubin with it now for Cape Breton. Haggerty-Aubin coming in. Trying to go around the net. Was looking for a wraparound, but couldn't wrap the puck all the way around. Eagles on the forecheck here. Sustained pressure to end this third period. And I spoke too soon. The puck goes out of play. Logan Camp out there for the Eagles wearing 23, which he wore last season. Acquired in the 2019-2020 campaign from Baie-Comeau. Face-off is going to take place to the left of Jacob LeBlanc. Jacob LeBlanc still wearing a lot of red there. As I mentioned, he played a bit for Drummondville last year. Play out in front. Here's an opportunity shot by Perron and go all the way through. Jonah Jelly, who had a big chance earlier this period. He'll come in over center and over the blue line. He's being checked by Girard. Perron knifes the puck on the backhand for Pattengale. Pattengale skates up the right side of the ice and then back behind his own goal. Pattengale will bank it off the boards. Over center. Time ticking down here. 6 seconds left in the period. And don't think the Eagles are going to another scoring chance. They will not. And that's going to bring an end to a pretty good first period. Eagles lead was erased on that Ryan Maynard goal, so we're at 1-1 now. And that is where we're at heading into period number 2. See if we can get you the goal scoring summary here for that first period. As it was Nicholas Girard at the 8:07 mark from Luke Patterson and Emile Perron. And Ryan Maynard tying it at 16:44 from Connor Benjamin and Jonah Jelly. Just one power play in the period. The Eagles were not able to score on it. Face-offs 21-17 in favor of the Eagles. The hits were 8-7 in favor of the Eagles. The dangerous shots following the first period of play were 6-4 in favor of the home team. So that's what it looks like here after the opening period. Again, 1-1 is the score here at the Miners Forum in Glace Bay. And we'll have the first intermission here, and we'll be back in about 13 and a half minutes with the second period of play. And welcome back to the Miners Forum, everybody, here in Glace Bay. Patrick McNeil with you on the call on the Cape Breton Eagles YouTube channel, where we'll have all the home exhibition games. One more coming up on September 10th against Halifax. Eagles and Islanders are tied at 1 here following 20 minutes of play. Nicholas Girard had the goal for the Eagles. And it was Ryan Maynard, the goal for Charlottetown. As we get ready for the second period. As I mentioned earlier, this is the basically last chance for rookies to strut their stuff for the Eagles. Eagles down to 15 forwards, 11 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders in training camp. That's following yesterday's trade that brought in Romain Rudzinski from the Quebec Ramparts. Davis Cooper going the other way. I mentioned a lot of the staffs up in the sky watching this one. Saw Jacques Carrière, Eagles general manager, Jim Holton, Charlottetown's coach and GM, chatting. I don't think they were making any trades, but I guess we can't be too sure. But they were having a good chat about what they saw in the first 20 minutes. As also wanted to shout out Noah Lowen. Earlier was talking about Charlottetown's 20-year-old situation, and neglected to mention Noah, and he's certainly going to be a key 20-year-old for them, as it looks like it'd be Lowen, Budgel, and Semino, and I guess Bailey Peach should be waiting in the wings. Perhaps it'd be tough between those 4, and of course Semino could crack the pro ranks, but you're looking at 3 good 20-year-olds even if Semino doesn't show up in Charlottetown. Of course, Noah, a former Eagle, and he was talking to his former billet in Cape Breton, and he was informing he wasn't going to see him this week because the Islanders veterans hadn't really done anything in camp as of yet. Play is back underway in the Charlottetown zone. Shot and a save made by LeBlanc. Perron pinches in at the left point. Patterson behind the net. Patterson sends it back to Pattengale. Pattengale couldn't go any further with the puck, and Archibald will take possession. Archibald being checked closely there by Patterson. Puck dumped in on Pigeon. And Perron will skate up the right side. Here's Emile Perron over center. Dumps it into the Charlottetown zone. Sean Stewart's after it. He'll move the puck to Horth. Now Willett with it, checked by Stairs. Dawson Stairs, one of the few 19-year-olds on the Eagles team, as Campbell will take possession. Campbell cycling the puck for Stairs. Stairs swings it along for Dagg. Dagg tried to hit Campbell at the side of the net. And coming in over center is Horth. Play now in the Eagles zone. Horth, a shot, save made by Pigeon. He'll cover up for a faceoff. As I mentioned, not a lot of 2002s on this Eagles roster. You look at Logan Camp, Dawson Stairs up front. And of course, Ivan will be coming back from the Czech Republic, but that's a young team on the ice this year for sure at center 200. Face off to the left of Pigeon. As play in the Eagles zone. Delage with it at the point for Charlottetown. Crowder had a hold on the puck for a second. Buteau will take it. He'll move it forward for Stairs. Now Willett grabs it for Charlottetown. Willett coming into the Eagles zone. Willett being pressured by Dagg. He'll move it for Wagner. Hogue passes it up for Campbell. Jack Campbell coming in over the blue line. Jack Campbell, 3rd year in the queue, 2nd year in Cape Breton after playing at 16 with Drummondville. As I remember talking to Steve Hartley, he had nothing but good things to say about Jack Campbell. They just couldn't keep all their forwards, so they ended up trading him to the Eagles, but Hartley was very complimentary of the Eagles forward. This puck fired down the ice. That's going to be icing against the Eagles. Seeing Cole Crowder out there for Charlottetown, 19-year-old free agent defenseman, and he is the son of former NHL tough guy Troy Crowder. And if you look at Cole's stats from his 17-year-old season, 64 penalty minutes in 13 games. So it seems like he has some similarities to his old man, but also 23 points. So potentially some offense there, as he was playing at St. Benedict's School in Ontario. We have a penalty here early in the second period. Looks like it's a checking to the head call. And that is going to go against Zach Welsh. So Charlottetown will go to their first power play of the game with 17:46 left in the second period. Looks like it's going to be Anton Topolinski on the blue line. 3rd round pick in 2021. Played for Fredericton in the U18 in New Brunswick PEI League. He's out there with Ryan Maynard, who had the goal for Charlottetown. Arsenault, Benjamin, and Jelly on the forward core for the Islanders. Eagles using Trenholm, Ellis on this penalty kill, along with Buteau and Canning. So comes back to the point. Shot goes wide and out of play. 17:30 left in the period. 1:44 left in the checking to the head minor for Welsh. And again, this is the first power play opportunity for Charlottetown in this game. I want to say a big hello to Wendy Murphy and Jake tuning in over on PEI. As I said, the Island contingent tuning in to watch their team. A lot of local content on the Charlottetown team as well. Of course, the Eagles have had their fair share of PEI connections the last few years also. As the puck will be fired down the ice there by Matthias Ellis, the 17-year-old defenseman. As LeBlanc out of the net to play it. He'll push the puck to Sam Archibald. Here's Canning coming in shorthanded. Canning a chance and a save made by LeBlanc. Trenholm swatting at it. He'll bring it on to the other side of center. He's being checked by Bonus along the boards. Jelly there as well for Charlottetown. 1:10 left in the penalty. Play blown down and neutral ice. We'll see a face-off there. Charlottetown had actually played a few preseason games against St. John. The bulk of their roster tonight actually played in both preseason games where, as I mentioned, a fair amount of change for the Eagles tonight with so many veterans drawing in. And a couple of the rookies like Kean Bell and Preston Pattengale only played in one of the two games against Halifax. Draw one by Charlottetown. As Aguilar comes in off the blue line for Charlottetown. They're still in the power play for about a minute here. As puck on the stick there of Max Chisholm. He'll send it back to the point for Stewart for Aguilar. Aguilar coming in, going around his man with the puck deep now in the Eagles zone. As Lorette, shot goes off of line skate. Lorette gets it back. Couldn't get a shot on goal through traffic. And it'll be fired down the ice by Logan Camp. 16:23 left in the period. 35 seconds remaining here in this Eagles penalty. First power play of the night for Charlottetown. Again, Charlottetown is expected to be strong this season, but the guys we're seeing on the ice tonight are the guys battling for the roster spots, and not so much the core of the powerhouse team they had last year. As they are losing some key pieces, but Charlottetown bring in Xavier Simoneau in that big trade, and he's going to be one of the best players in the league this year, should he return. Archibald will move the puck forward. He'll move the puck to Klein. Klein fires it into the corner. Archibald now with it. He's being checked closely by Haggerty-Aubin. As Welsh is back out onto the ice. Team's playing 5-on-5. Welsh tripped up at the blue line. Here's Archibald, a shot. Couldn't get it through Dag. Xavier Dag fighting for the puck there at the blue line. Archibald keeps it in. Now Haggerty-Aubin will take it for the Eagles. Emile Haggerty-Aubin, a nice season at 19 after coming over from Gatineau in the Kyle of Lena trade last offseason. Here's Klein. He'll take possession. He's being checked along the boards. Luke Patterson on the forecheck. He had an assist earlier tonight. Butzo moves the puck for Bell. Bell on the backhand for Gerard. Gerard coming in. He's got a goal tonight. Nicholas Gerard, the former Sea Dog, cutting up the right wing. Save made there by LeBlanc. As Gerard will take possession. I thought that might have been offside, but play keeps going on. Gerard tries to make a pass across, intercepted, and the Islanders will take it the other way. Archibald coming in over center. He's had his fair share of looks up front tonight for Charlottetown. Play behind the net. Perron will skate up the left side of the ice. Ouellette coming in. He'll shoot. Puck deflected. And Charlottetown will keep the zone. It's Horth coming up the right side. Shot from Horth goes into the corner. Play still in the Eagles' end. Here is Kean Bell will skate over center. Bell back there for Gerard. Gerard almost has the puck on a string, but he is stopped by Horth. Now Kean Bell checked by Topolinski. Anton Topolinski up to Wagner. Wagner trying to clear the zone. Charlottetown will do so. 2-on-2. Horth and Ouellette for the Islanders. Welsh and Pattengale back for the Eagles. Puck goes wide of the net. And out towards center ice. Here's Gerard with it again. Coming in over the blue line on the right side. Nicholas Gerard as Campbell coming in. Those two reunited as they would have been teammates with Drummondville in the 2019-2020 season. Easy for me to say as the puck comes into the Eagles zone. Pattengale goes after it. Behind the net. It's tough to keep track of the years in the COVID era, isn't it? Puck comes out towards the blue line. An opportunity, puck's way up in the air. Where's it going to land? Jelly tried to put it down, and play instead will go the other way. Dawson Stairs comes in over center. Stairs trying to go around Aguilar. He stood him up at the blue line. As Nicholas Hogue spinning and turning. Hogue will bring it in over the blue line. Hogue trying to cut his way through traffic. Couldn't get through Stewart. Talked about that earlier. Sean Stewart, a physical defenseman. Very much the old style mold. Brings some sandpaper on the back end. Arsenault fires it over there to Corey Benjamin. Benjamin deep in the Eagles zone. Puck comes out towards center ice. Benjamin taking a swat at it. Connor Benjamin, pardon me, he's a free agent this year. For Charlottetown in his 18-year-old season, playing the Eagles zone. Jelly on the forecheck for the Islanders. Play behind the Eagles net. As Trenholm will hustle out towards his own blue line and then over center. Here's Trenholm into the Charlottetown zone. Trenholm trying to go around Delage. A bonus will pick it up for Charlottetown. Turns it over for Canning. Canning, shot goes off Delage's stick. It looked like it was going to go to play, but it stays in. Chisholm knifes the puck up the left side of the ice. Here's Bonus trying to move it for Loretz, and the Islanders are offside. Sam Bonus, I mentioned earlier, another Kensington Wild product. 16-year-old, was drafted in round 10 this year. It's his third exhibition game for Charlottetown. Eagles will use Logan Camp on the draw. Pardon me, Matthew McDonald will come out as Camp does take the draw. He pushes the puck forward, but Maynard banks it off the boards. And Hagerty-Aubin coming in over the blue line. Here's Emile Hagerty-Aubin, a shot and a save made by Jacob LeBlanc. 12:02 remaining in the second period. We're tied at 1. Shots are 17-13 in favor of the Eagles. Both goals coming in the first period. Face-off will take place to the right of LeBlanc as Camp will take the draw. McDonald and Hagerty-Aubin on his wings. 3 returnees out there for the Eagles. As puck comes on to Hagerty-Aubin. Stick couldn't get by Klein. Now Perron will come in. He's pickpocketed. Topolinski moves it forward looking for Graham. 11:43 left here in period at number 2. Hagerty-Aubin, a little toe drag. Couldn't hold the puck. As Klein will skate it up towards center. Klein brings it forward. Graham puts it wide of the net. Play here in the Eagles' end with 11:25 left in the second period. Chance for Graham out in front. He fires it wide of the goal. Charlottetown with some good forechecking here, getting some pressure in the Eagles' end. Ouellette taking possession for Charlottetown. Over for Wagner as Perron will circle back. Slick pass up to exit the zone to McDonald. McDonald coming in for Hagerty-Aubin at the left wing, and he was just a shade offside. So that will send the face-off into the neutral zone. Matthias Ellis out there for the Eagles. I mentioned he's turned some heads during training camp. As a 17-year-old, was a 6th-round pick in 2020. Had 2 assists in the game on Wednesday. Here's a chance for Horth. Horth coming in, shot, save made, Pigeon. Rebound for Wagner, another save by Pigeon. As Gerard takes possession. Boy, Thomas Pigeon looking very good in Eagles training camp. Horth down the left side. Wagner, man in front. Well, that would have been all alone, but the pass didn't reach him. Play in the corner here of the Eagles zone. Ellis up to Gerard. Gerard now gets it up to Patterson. Patterson has Bell driving the net. Can he get it to him? Stewart's back. Shot by Patterson. Save made there by LeBlanc. Stewart did a good job hustling back to block the passing lane. Patterson had to shoot, and it was a stop by Jacob LeBlanc with 10:28 remaining. Coming up to the halfway point, and I was wondering if we'd see goaltending change. Looks like we will for Charlottetown. As Paolo Marabella coming in, the 17-year-old was drafted in round 6 of the 2020 draft. And didn't play last year, played with Lac Saint Louis Espoir during his 15-year-old campaign. And has played in both preseason games thus far. Eagles win the draw, so it looks like Thomas Pigeon is going to go the whole way for the Eagles, rather. Dawson Stairs holding the puck. Stairs over to Dag. Dag, diagonal feed, tried to set up Buteau for the one-timer. Here's Stairs, toe drag, and puck will come back on the half boards. Eagles with good possession here as Buteau jumps into the play. Buteau, pass over to Campbell, shot, scores! Jack Campbell As the Eagles were getting ready to go on the power play, Pigeon hadn't reached the bench yet, so the Eagles didn't even get a chance to get the extra attacker on. They didn't need to. Great work by Buteau to pick out Campbell, pinching in the slot, and the Eagles have taken a 2-1 lead. Jack Campbell still looking for his first goal as an Eagle. Of course, he plays a bit of an agitator role, but he'd like to add some offense to his game, and he'd like to see if he can build off some success in the preseason. Nice goal for the 18-year-old forward there. Eagles lead 2-1, so a rough welcome to the game for Paolo Marabella. Not a bad goal to give up, but always tough if you're a goaltender coming into the middle of the game and facing a high scoring chance early on. As Lions will send it out to the front, puck comes back to the point. As good play by Pattengale to keep that in. He'll move it to Perron. Perron down the left side for Trenholm. Trenholm back to Perron. Perron over to Pattengale. Preston Pattengale tried to feed Canning. Pass was maybe a bit too heavy and play will go the other way. Here's Max Chisholm for Charlottetown as Maynard had to stay on side. Play now in the Eagles zone as we're past the halfway point of regulation. The Eagles ahead 2-1. Chance there and a save made. And a stop made by Pigeon. Buteau and Stairs draw the assists on the Campbell marker. Eagles holding a 2-1 edge here with 9:16 to go. As the faceoff will come to the left of Pigeon. Draw one by the Eagles. Puck comes deep into the Charlottetown zone. Here's McDonald with it. Tries to hit Camp, the trailer. Camp, a shot! Couldn't get it on net. And we've got a penalty here. I think Camp might have been hit on his way to the goal. We'll call it a hooking penalty. And it looks like it is going to be Alex Graham getting the gate. Alex Graham, 18-year-old, a 9th-round pick in 2019. I mentioned earlier, he played with the Kensington Wild and also played a little bit in the junior B ranks. Also played 4 exhibition games back in 2019. Of course, a lot of the players on both teams didn't get to go to camp in 2020 because of COVID-19. I talked about it earlier. Kiefer Lyons, one of the big examples of that, didn't get a chance to prove himself at Eagles camp last year. Camp takes the draw, but it's won by Charlottetown. Aguilar will fire the puck down the ice. So Graham in the box for hooking. Zach Welsh will push the puck up for Ellis. Zach Welsh, drafted by the Eagles in 2019. Saw a few games as an AP, and then last year was a full-time player with the club. Of course, his older brother, an institution with Charlottetown, Matthew Welsh. 5-year goaltender there. Eagles on the power play here for another 90 seconds. The play is in the Charlottetown zone. Here's Camp. Camp will flip the backhand pass up to Ellis. Ellis, a shot, save made there by Marabella. Play in the Charlottetown end still as the Eagles are on this power play. Puck comes back to Ellis. Matthias Ellis. Down the boards there for Haggerty-Aubin. Back to Ellis. Now back to Haggerty-Aubin again. Diagonal feed goes off a couple of skates. And Klein will fire it down the ice. Save made by Pigeon on the long shot. He'll move it along for Ellis. 54 seconds left in the Eagles' power play. Puck at center. Delage moves it forward for Ouellette. Ouellette dumps it down deep into the Eagles' zone. Try to kill some more time in this penalty. As 39 seconds left in it. 7:42 left in the period. Here's Nicholas Gerard into the Charlottetown zone. Cruising through Delage. Pass across. And McDonald, that was Patterson that was late arriving to that pass. Puck comes back to the blue line for Dagg. Dagg over for Buteau. Buteau tees it up and hits the mask of Marabella, and play quickly blown down. It is protocol. You're supposed to blow the play down if the goaltender lost his mask. And I think that was an instinctive whistle, because if you saw that shot coming in on Marabella, you would have assumed his helmet was going to go flying. But folks, that is why goaltenders wear helmets. I shudder to imagine if we were in the old days and he's taking that puck off his face in 1950. It wouldn't be a pretty sight. But in 2021, he shakes it off and he's ready to go after the next whistle. Face-off will come to the left of Marabella after that frightening save he just made. Charlottetown wins the draw. Maynard will fire at the length of the ice. Pigeon will hand the puck off to Dagg. Xavier Dagg, second-round pick of the Eagles this year. And again, despite not playing last year, you wouldn't know it. He's looked great at training camp. Maynard battling with Buteau. Buteau has the puck deep in the Charlottetown zone. FJ Buteau sends it back to the point for Girard. Penalties over. Team's back to 5-on-5. Eagles keeping the pressure though. Girard, a little toe drag move. You can certainly see the skills on the Eagles' 20-year-old forward. He's going to score some goals this year for sure. As Topolinski takes it out of the zone for Charlottetown. Dag with the puck for the Eagles. He'll skate it over center to Girard. Girard into the Charlottetown end. Puck following Nicholas Girard around. And of course, if you're a skilled 20-year-old forward and you're playing against a lot of unproven players, you're going to have the chance to strut your stuff, so to speak. As puck is cleared out by Graham for Arsenault. Brett Arsenault, unfortunately, only played one game last year due to injury. He did score in that game, playing for the Charlottetown Knights in the U18 League, New Brunswick PEI. Here's Stairs coming up the right side, trying to go around Stewart. Dawson Stairs muscles his man into the boards. Dawson Stairs, boy, what a run he went on when he first came to Cape Breton. And a lot of people may not remember, he scored a goal and an assist in his last game with St. John. That was at Center 200. And of course, he'd be traded to the Eagles during the Christmas break. Here's Perron. He'll fire the puck back to the point. Pattengale pass in front for Campbell. He scores. Second goal of the night for Jack Campbell on a beautiful feed from the blue line from Preston Pattengale. And the Eagles lead it 3-1. And boy, that was a nice play all around from all involved. A very skilled feed from Preston Pattengale. And boy, Sydney natives making an impression at training camp. And as I said earlier, Jack Campbell would like to add some offense to his game. It's only preseason, but hey, you want to get the goals when you can. And he's got a couple of them tonight. And again, a nice pass from Pattengale as well. As the Eagles win the draw, Lions will drop the puck back to Pattengale. He'll send it across for Perron. Perron over to Pattengale. Pattengale, nifty play there for Trenholm. Trenholm moves the puck forward. Trenholm will come in over center over the blue line. Here's Connor Trenholm for Canning. Back to Trenholm. As puck comes to Wagner. Play deep in the Charlottetown zone, or the Eagle zone, pardon me. As Canning brings it out towards the blue line. Wagner dumps it into the Eagle zone. Pigeon over for Perron. Up the ice for Pattengale. As Trenholm takes possession. Here's a chance there for Lions. Save made by Marabella and play blown down with 4:49 to go. Here, shots are 23-15 here at the Miners Forum in Glace Bay. And the Eagles holding a 3-1 lead. I want to say hello to Adam Denny watching in Halifax tonight. Hopefully he's enjoying the game. Also, Emile Perron picking up the other assist on that goal. He made a nice pass to start that sequence. Face-off. Won by Charlottetown. 4:45 remaining in period number 2. Here's Logan Camp, stood up by Maynard. Klein will take it for Charlottetown, and puck goes out of play. Daniel Klein, scorer in the NS Under-18 League last year. Had 35 points in 29 games as a 17-year-old. Also played 4 games with South Shore in the MHL. He was drafted in round 11 by Charlottetown in 2019. We have a penalty on the board here to Klein. So the Eagles will go to the power play. Again, Daniel Klein in the box. Eagles will use a healthy dose of veterans here. Camp will take the draw. Out there with Hagerty, Aubin, McDonald, Welsh, and Ellis on the points. Ellis, the lone rookie in that bunch. As delay a game, the penalty against Klein. As Ellis moves it forward for Hagerty, Aubin. Emile Hagerty, Aubin moves the puck along the boards. Now Welsh clears shooting lane, hammers it wide of the goal. Camp on the attack. As Archibald being pressured by Camp. Archibald being checked closely by McDonald. 1:24 to go here in the penalty. Puck will come back to Welsh. He'll flip the puck across now for Ellis. Ellis has it at the right point. Ellis Slides it along there for Hagerty-Aubin. Hagerty-Aubin for Ellis. Ellis down the boards for Welsh. Eagles using a 1-3-1 setup here despite having 2D out there. Ellis just shot, goes wide of the goal. Hagerty-Aubin now with it. Deep in the Charlottetown end on the right side of the ice. Hagerty-Aubin now for Ellis. Ellis, center point, back to Hagerty-Aubin. Top right circle. Hagerty-Aubin leaves it for Ellis. Ellis shooting, tip wide of the goal. Topolinski as Maynard goes chasing after it. Graham now with it for Charlottetown. Now Ellis coming in. Up the right side of the ice, Hagerty-Aubin with it. Hagerty-Aubin taken down, it's gonna be a penalty. Here's Welsh, a shot, save made. Eagles had to get rid of the puck anyway because they wanted a 5-on-3. So Welsh unable to score there, but the Eagles will have a 2-man advantage as Ryan Maynard will go to the box. So 26 seconds with a 5-on-3 here for the Eagles. We'll see who they choose to take this precious power play time. Charlottetown will put Brett Arsenault out there. I mentioned he's a 16-year-old who was hurt for the bulk of last season, drafted in the 4th round by Charlottetown this year. He's out there with Topolinski. And taking the draw was Arsenault, but he was not able to win it. Eagles take possession. Pattengale a shot. And the puck's fired down the ice. Pattengale out there with Perron, Campbell, Stairs, and Hogue. And the first penalty, 12 seconds left on it. Here's Emile Perron skating over center, moves the puck to Hogue. Hogue, backhand feed, looking for Stairs. You hear Pigeon banging his stick. That means the first penalty is about to come to an end. And it does. Eagles still in the power play, though, for 90 seconds with Maynard in the box. As puck comes onto the stick here of Stairs. Stairs will hustle over the red line and the blue line into the Charlottetown zone. Stairs deep in Islanders territory now, trying to wrap it around, still holding the puck, doing a world tour here in the Charlottetown end. Stairs fires it back to the point for Pattengale. Pattengale over to Perron. Perron holding, slides it along the low boards on the left side of the ice. Campbell, who's got 2 goals tonight, moves it to Stairs. Minute to go here in the power play, 2 minutes left in the period, but a minute difference there between the two. And the puck comes to Perron in the Eagles' end after Charlottetown cleared it out. Here's Perron over center and over the blue line, rimming it along the left side, and Crowder will take possession, the 19-year-old Ontario defenseman. Cole Crowder, as I mentioned, is the son of Troy Crowder. Here's a chance for Stairs, and it goes over the net. Thought it went out of play, it did not. As Girard takes possession. Girard will skate over center and over the blue line. Girard coming in up the right side. As Bell on the forecheck for the Eagles, as well as Patterson. Patterson has the puck, finds Dag at the point. Xavier Dag over for Buteau, back to Dag. Dag moving the puck for Bell. Puck comes back now to Buteau. Buteau slips the puck now for Girard. Save made as Pigeon ferociously banging his stick. Puck's still loose and play blown down with 58 seconds to go. That's going to do it for the power play. Eagles leading 3-1. If you're tuning into your first exhibition game, we're at the Glace Bay Miners Forum. And that was the name of the old rink in Glace Bay. And it was in the early 90s, I believe. It was replaced by a building called the Bayplex, which was extensively renovated and just reopened last year. And essentially a new arena. If you look at center ice, you'll see a Miners logo. That's because that's what the minor hockey teams in Glace Bay are called. And in the neutral zone, you'll see 2 Glace Bay Panthers logos. That P you see is the high school hockey team that plays here. And the 4 teams in the high school league in Cape Breton, and Glace Bay and Riverview tend to be the powerhouse schools in that league. And Glace Bay happy to have this rink back because when the Panthers could not play here, they were playing at the rink at CBU, which is international ice surface. So they were happy to be back in a more normal arena size, and I believe this rink is NHL regulation. If it's not, it's very close to it. The old Bayplex was not NHL regulation, but they increased the size of the ice when the renovations were made. And I'm not sure if this is an equipment issue or not, but Marabella going to the dressing room. Now, this just might be an issue of convenience, so to speak, if it's not an injury, because there's only a minute left in the period. So anyway, Jacob LeBlanc is going to come back in. So hopefully he's all right. I believe I did see him go down with the athletic therapist for Charlottetown, so we'll keep our eye if he comes back. Hopefully he'll be back in the 3rd period. Puck comes back now to Trenholm. He'll move it to Kiefer Lyons. He's taken down. No penalty play goes on as Chisholm will muscle it forward. Playing the Eagles' end into the final 40 seconds of the period. Pigeon hands it off there for Welsh. Shot save made by Pigeon. Topolinski's back after it. Anton Topolinski, third-round choice of the Islanders this year. As Trenholm brings it into the Charlottetown zone. Puck comes back now to Chisholm. Chisholm moves it for Lorette. Shot save made. Puck comes to Lyons. Lyons will go the other way. 9 seconds left in the period. Lyons a shot. It's wide of the goal. Time ticking down here. And that is almost going to do it. We've got a penalty with 1.1 seconds left. It's a slashing call. And whichever player gets this penalty, they might as well just go to the dressing room. But it's going to be Kiefer Lyons. He is going to go to the penalty box. Probably they don't want to bother opening the door to the room. But obviously you won't be seeing any ice in this period as there's only 1.1 seconds left. Wonder if the Islanders would lift Jacob LeBlanc here for a 6-on-4, given there's so little time left. Looks like he's just going to stay in the net. So if you're Charlottetown, just want a quick face-off win, maybe even shoot it off the face-off. You don't have a lot of time to do anything. And there's a shot, and I don't know if it was going to make the goal, as that was Anton Topolinski just hammering that puck. Didn't make it to the net. So we are through 40 minutes here at the Miners Forum in Glace Bay. The Eagles holding a 3-1 lead. Recapping how the scoring went down in that period. It was 1-1 heading in to period number 2. The goaltenders to start this game were Thomas Pigeon for Cape Breton and Jacob LeBlanc for Charlottetown. LeBlanc was replaced at the halfway mark by Paolo Marabella, and the Eagles struck not long after Marabella came in. It was Jack Campbell scoring at 10:01 from FJ Buto and Dawson Stairs. Then at 14:15, Jack Campbell's second of the night from Preston Pattengale and Emile Perrault. So 2 assists on the night for Perrault, 2 goals for Campbell. That made it 3-1. Late in the period, Jacob LeBlanc coming back in for Marabella. So I'm not sure if that was an equipment issue or if he was hurt. So hopefully he'll be back in the third. Hopefully it's not a serious injury, but that's what is going on in the Charlottetown net. After 2 periods, the power plays for Charlottetown. They are 0 for 1, and they're on the power play for another 1:58 going into the third period as Kiefer Lyons is in the box. Eagles are 0 for 4 in the power play, including a 5-on-3. Faceoffs were 31-16 for the Eagles after 2, and the hits are 14 apiece. Dangerous shots are 15-7 in favor of the Eagles after 40 minutes. So the Eagles lead 3-1 in the strength of 2 goals by Jack Campbell. That is the story after 40 here at the Miners Forum. We'll be back in about 13 minutes with the third period of action. And we're back here at the Miners Forum in Glace Bay getting ready for period number 3. And as I said earlier, this is probably the final chance for a lot of these rookies to prove themselves, as the Eagles likely to have a roster finalized before Labor Day. They have 2 preseasons left against Halifax on the 10th and the 11th. They'll play here on the 10th, and then Saturday afternoon, the 11th, in Halifax. The Islanders kind of just starting their training camp. The veterans kind of slowly filtering in. So we'll see what this rookie-laden Charlottetown team can do to try to push the Eagles in the third period. A reminder, Kiefer Lyons is in the box, so the Islanders will start with a power play. As the draw will be taken to start the period by Logan Camp on the Eagles side and Alex Graham for Charlottetown. Camp's out there with Pattengale, Haggerty-Aubin, and Perron. Nice game for Pattengale and Perron tonight. Perron with a pair of assists. Haggerty-Aubin will move the puck to Camp. Puck comes into the Eagle zone as Archibald and Pattengale mixing it up. And the puck fired down the ice as 1:37 remains here in the Kiefer Lions minor. Puck comes behind the goal for Maynard. Maynard will skate towards his own blue line. Flings the puck over into Topolinski. Pattengale will bank it off the glass. Klein trying to keep it in for Charlottetown. He could not. Islanders will have to tag up. Archibald being pressured. He'll skate up the left side of the ice. Here's Camp. He'll move the puck forward. A note, Jacob LeBlanc back in the net for Charlottetown, and Marabella not on the bench. So not sure what his status is, but hopefully, as I said earlier, that is not a serious injury. 52 seconds left in the Lions penalty as Horth will skate up over center and over the blue line. Play deep in the Eagle zone. Buteau ends up turning it over. There's an opportunity for Wagner, but that was denied by Pigeon. Thomas Pigeon's looked good in the Eagles' net tonight. 14 saves on 15 shots. Horth coming up the left side. Nice back check there by F.J. Buteau. 26 seconds left in the penalty as the puck is fired down the ice there by McDonald. LeBlanc out of the net to play it. He'll hand it off for Delage. Xavier Delage, round 7 pick in 2020 of the Islanders. He moves the puck forward. Cole Crowder now for Horth. Horth down the left side of the ice. Couldn't go any further, and the penalty is over. Welsh out of the box, or the Lions out of the box, pardon me. And the Eagles back in the Charlottetown zone. Girard will take possession. Girard, a little chip pass for Ellis. And skating into the Charlottetown zone is Girard. Pass for Lions, and he fires it wide. Canning down the left side. Play in the corner of the Charlottetown end. Canning will grab the puck. Flips it back to the point. Puck goes up in the air. Pattengale goes chasing after it. Play deep in the Charlottetown zone here. As comes onto the stick of Jelly. Jelly will skate it over center into the Eagles zone. Pattengale with it. Pattengale moves the puck for Perron. Perron will fire the puck over unintentionally. Fires it over the glass. It was out of his own zone, so that is not a delay of game penalty. 17:08 left in the third. Shots 26-15 in favor of the Eagles. Eagles lead 3-1. Face-offs will come to the left of Pigeon. Campbell will take the draw against Arsenault. 2 number 12s going at it. A couple of Island boys. Draw one by Charlottetown. Aguilar jumps into the play. And puck comes to Perron. Perron. Aguilar dumps it into the Eagles zone. Here's Pattengale. Moves it over for Perron. Perron up the ice for Stairs. As Perron coming in over the center red line, he dumps it down the ice. And Charlottetown trying to get into their own zone here as we have 16:34 left in period at number 3. Stairs loops back towards his own blue line. Gets the puck to Campbell. Campbell moving it along the boards. Play deep in the Charlottetown end. Stairs, puck following him around on this shift. He's hit hard by Bonus. That's going to be a penalty. Jack Campbell comes charging in. And I mentioned earlier, Jack Campbell in a fight with Brendan Tomlinson on Wednesday as he's not tolerating what he deems to be questionable hits on his teammates, as FJ Buto grabbing a hold of Stewart's collar. And more feistiness as the official there just barking at all the players involved. And I think we're going to see more penalties coming out of this. And linesmen having their work cut out for them. Dave Ivey's there trying to separate things. And it's interesting, you know, these things happen between rival teams when they see a lot of each other. But it's crazy how things have kind of toned down over the years, as Dawson Stairs is jawing with Sam Bonus. Sam Bonus drafted in round 10 this year, and Dawson Stairs was reminding him he has not played in the queue. And I heard Dawson say, I've got 100 games at least in this league. You haven't played here yet. So those are just some of the things we're hearing at ice level. That's what's interesting about these preseason games. Basically, I guess the parallel I could make is, imagine if I was at the top of section 16. That's kind of where I'm at in this rink in terms of where I am in relation to the ice. Actually, probably even closer than that. So you get a little bit of the flavor of what the players are saying and whatnot, which can be fun if things get spirited. But yeah, you know, go back to the older days, you'd see a lot of fighting even in inter-squad, and there were two players that were kind of teasing fighting on one of the black and white games, and I saw some gasping from people in attendance, and I thought, well, this wouldn't have been such an unusual thing in years past. Face-off will come in the neutral zone next to the Charlottetown blue line, as we have 16-14 to go, and I don't know if we're actually getting any power plays out of all this. Draw one by the Eagles. Bell will take possession. Kean Bell drops the puck back to Buto. He'll move it up for Girard, who has the opening goal earlier in this game. Girard coming in. And pass across was not finished. Eagles on the attack, though. And there is a power play for the Eagles. Pardon me, it is on the board now. So the Eagles on the man advantage for 1:39. Puck comes back. And a shot goes over the net. That was Kean Bell firing it over the goal. Here's Dagg. Moves it forward. Now Bell into the Charlottetown zone. Bell, save made. As Archibald will take possession. He'll fire it down the ice. So Stairs gets a penalty. Lorette and Bonus with penalties for Charlottetown. So the Eagles on the power play here for another 1:07. We've got 15:20 to play in the third period. And the Eagles lead 3-1 in their final home preseason game before Labor Day. They'll be back here on September 10th. Here's Hagerty-Aubin hustling into the Charlottetown zone. Ellis will skate up towards the blue line. Down the right side. Play deep in the Charlottetown end. Now, 14:45 remaining in the period. Eagles still on the power play for 30 seconds. Eagles working the right side of the ice. Trying to create an opportunity to score here on the power play. Puck coming along the wing. With 19 seconds left here, as Welsh couldn't keep it in. Wagner was able to get it out. Welsh moves the puck over center to McDonald. And Eagles offside, entering with 9 seconds left in the power play, and 14:23 to play in period number 3. Want to say hello to those watching on Seaside Cable, as this game being broadcast on both YouTube and Seaside. Actually, was just made aware that we were on TV, so hello to the television audience. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. The Eagles in the lead, 3-1. As Canning, Trenholm, Perron, Pattengale, and Lyons will be out there for this offensive draw on the power play. Willett and Horth out there for Charlottetown. Eagles take possession off the draw. 5 seconds remaining here in the power play. Pattengale keeping it in. You hear Pigeon banging his stick. Power play about to come to an end. And Lorette is back out of the box. So the team's back to 5-on-5. I believe Stairs and Bonus should be available at the next whistle. As puck comes into the Eagles zone. Horth, a shot wide of the goal. Chisholm jumping into the play. As Willett with it. Willett stick handling around Trenholm. Pass to the side of the net. Scores. Nice passing play as Willett at the point found Chisholm, and Horth was the trigger man in front. And Charlottetown is going to pull within one, so getting some momentum off that penalty kill perhaps. Nice passing play, good work by all three guys involved on the goal. And it is a 3-2 score as Bonus and Stairs lead the penalty box. I mentioned earlier, the Eagles definitely the more Q experienced team, but Charlottetown with a lot of 18-year-old rookies, so they're not as young as their Q experience would have you believe. So part of the reason they're certainly hanging around in this one. 3-2 the score with 13:46 to play in period 3. Arsenault will fire it out over center. Puck comes back now to Xavier Day. He can't clear. Maynard, who has a goal tonight, jumps on the puck. Maynard for Benjamin. Benjamin slips it down the left side of the ice. Charlottetown on the attack here with 13:27 left in the third. Eagles holding a 3-2 lead. Play goes the other way now. Jack Campbell, who has 2 goals tonight, coming up the right wing. Eagles can't hold the line. And play now in the Eagles zone. Jonah Jelly coming up the left side. He'll fire the puck at a play, and he's rubbed out by Stairs. Those two mixing it up with each other after the whistle. Jelly actually played in the preseason last year for Charlottetown. And he was picked in the 8th round in 2020. Was from Moncton. He played his Bantam in New Brunswick and then went to Notre Dame and then picked out of the Charlottetown Bulk Carrier Knights. So an island boy of sorts, played his U18 in Charlottetown, but actually played in New Brunswick and Saskatchewan before. And we're going to have a tilt here. It's Bonus and Welsh going at it. Welsh coming in with some rights. Bonus is going to score the takedown. And both benches are going to erupt. As Welsh, I think, getting in more of the shots, but Bonus scoring the takedown, although Welsh was quick to climb back over top of Bonus. And we really saw more of that from Zach Welsh's game towards the end of last season. Adding that physical element as the game goes on, because Welsh found himself, as usually is the case for a third pair defenseman, you know, on the third pair, trying to play a physical style of play, and was not afraid to drop the gloves, as we saw just there. Welsh, an 18-year-old, and as I said, some of the veteran defensemen for the Eagles, they might have to work. A guy like Zach Welsh might have to work for his spot with Romain Rodzinski coming in that trade with Quebec. And, of course, Emile Perron picked in the first round, Xavier Day picked in the second round, and then a guy like Preston Patgale, a 10th round pick, but he's looked good in camp. So Zach Welsh doing what he's got to do to make an impression. He's the would-be 18-year-old defenseman this year in the queue. That was Sam Bonus he was dropping the gloves with. 10th round pick of the Islanders this year, playing in his 3rd exhibition game. As we sort the penalties out here. Out on the ice for Charlottetown, Connor Benjamin, 18-year-old free agent. Had 7 points in 23 games with South Shore in Junior A. Also out there for Charlottetown, Lorette, Chisholm, and on the back end, Delage. As Charlottetown wins the draw, puck comes now to Kean Bell. Bell to Buteau. Here's Gerard. Here's Patterson coming in over the blue line. And that is going to be game misconducts for Bonus and Welsh, because that was considered a staged fight. So those two are done for the evening. 12:38 left in the third. Eagles lead 3-2. Lorette fires it back for Aguilar. Aguilar skating up the right side. He'll move it up the ice. Pass across. As that was Chisholm trying to send it across the way. Pass didn't go to its intended target. As Lorette rips the puck around, Aguilar unable to keep it in. He'll skate back into his own zone. 12:08 the time left here in period number 3. Aguilar coming in over the blue line. Now Perron up the right side for Haggerty-Aubin. Graham dumps it down the ice. Pattengale behind the net for the Eagles. He'll skate along the left side. As Archibald moving it forward. As McDonald. Puck comes out over center. Pattengale comes up the right wing. 11:36 to go here in period 3. Eagles lead 3-2. Puck leaves the zone. Back after it is Emile Perron, as he'll set things up behind his own net. Cycles it up for Pattengale. Pattengale gets the puck to McDonald. McDonald chips it forward, as Hagerty-Aubin will bring it over the blue line. That's the puck in the corner. Puck comes back now to Pattengale. Hagerty-Aubin, shot, save made. Puck comes out in the corner. Here's Hagerty-Aubin. Hagerty-Aubin, shot and a save made there by LeBlanc. Puck comes out now for Pattengale. He'll fire it behind the Charlottetown goal. Camp, pass out in front. McDonald shot it wide, as Pattengale still set up at the blue line here. Eagles with some good pressure, some good cycling, keeping the puck in the Charlottetown zone. McDonald finds a trailer off the bench. A nice save there by LeBlanc, as it was Connor Trenholm ripping one as he came onto the ice. 10:31 remaining in the third. Eagles holding a 3-2 lead. Again, the Eagles back in action on Friday, September 10th against Halifax. We'll have that for you here on YouTube and Seaside as well. Trenholm taking the draw. Draw won by Charlottetown. Crowder up the left side. Puck kept in by Trenholm. 10:23 on the clock. Here's Kiefer Lyons cutting in, scores! Beautiful shot up top by Kiefer Lyons over Jacob LeBlanc, and the Eagles restore their 2-goal cushion. And as I said, Kiefer Lyons is showing a touch around the net, and we didn't see him Wednesday, but we see him tonight get a big goal. He led the NBPEI League in scoring last year, and that's part of the reason why, what we just saw from the big winger. Face-off will come at center. Trenholm now for Lyons. Kiefer Lyons has the puck in his own end. Puck comes back for Dagg. Dagg flings it across for Canning. Now Trenholm comes up the right wing, as coming in over the blue line is Wagner. He's checked there by Dagg. Xavier Dagg, not the biggest guy, but he's not backing down either. Dagg, the puck behind the net. And he's being pressured by Horth. Horth, who scored earlier in this period for Charlottetown, but that goal was nullified, I guess you can say, by the Lions goal. 9:28 left in the third. Eagles lead 4-2 as play stopped here in the Charlottetown zone. Shots 32-16 in favor of the Eagles. Canning draws the assist on the Lions goal. Face-off will take place to the right of LeBlanc. Draw one cleanly by the Eagles. Puck will come down the ice as the penalty on the play to Charlottetown, to Connor Benjamin. Ellis with the puck for the Eagles. Tripping the call against Benjamin. Ellis drops the puck for Pattengale. Pattengale moves it ahead for Dagg. Eagles on the power play here for another 1:32. Pattengale with it on the other side of center. Rims it along the boards. Stewart can't clear the puck. It's kept in by Dagg. Now Pattengale will push it down the ice. Islanders were calling for offside, so the Eagles do clear the zone. Hogue with the puck for Cape Breton. Hogue down the right side of the ice. 8:30 left in the period, 1:02 left in the power plays. The puck goes up and out of play. And we will see a face-off here in the Charlottetown zone. As I mentioned earlier, the Islanders played a couple of games against St. John, and that was probably nice for them because, of course, the Eagles, Islanders, and Moosehead saw a lot of each other last year in the second half, and that's the entire preseason for the Eagles, is against those two teams. So they'll look forward to playing another team. As shot goes wide, that was Canning firing it wide of the net, as Lorette will take the puck for Charlottetown. He loses it. Perron circles in his own end. Perron over the red line. Dish pass to the side of the zone, and the Eagles keep possession. Puck comes back now to Trenholm. Trenholm down the left side. Trenholm coming in. Diagonal feed. Save made, as it'll be covered up by LeBlanc. And again, if you're just joining us, Charlottetown intended to split the game between their two goaltenders, Jacob LeBlanc and Paolo Marabella, but Marabella left the game late in the second after he came in halfway through the period. So again, hopefully he'll be all right. Dag with the puck. He's not on the Charlottetown bench, so I'm not sure what to read into that. As Trenholm, a shot. Not sure if that hit any iron or not, but it ended up going out of play. With 7:46 left in the third and 20 seconds remaining here in the penalty to Connor Benjamin. Face-off will take place in front of LeBlanc. Luke Patterson, 4th round pick of the Eagles this year out there. He moves the puck back to Bell. Now Buteau with it at the point. As Pattengale slips the puck down for Bell. Kean Bell, cross-ice pass. Didn't go as intended. 5 seconds left here in the power play. Jamming away was Girard, and a save made there by LeBlanc. Talk about Luke Patterson. I mentioned he was picked in the 4th round. Over a point a game last year with Moncton in the U18 League in PEI New Brunswick. And it was his first All-Star in his final year in Bantam, so he's used to individual success and team success, and he's certainly pushing for a roster spot here in Cape Breton. Pattengale fires at the length of the ice as the power play has come to an end. Team's back to 5-on-5, 7:15 left in the third. As Klein coming in over center. Kean Bell on the back check. Bell will skate behind his own net and then out in front. Ends up giving the puck up to Archibald. Bell and Archibald in a fight for the puck. As puck comes now to Pattengale. Pattengale all on the boards behind the net for Buteau. Play comes deep into the Charlottetown zone. Delage is after it. 6:38 left in period at number 3. Eagles up 4-2. Horth, he's got a goal tonight for Charlottetown. That's Michael Horth. He'll get the puck back to Aguilar. Aguilar, a shot goes off Haggerty Aubin. He's smarting feeling that one. And Aguilar goes chasing after it. 6:18 left on the clock here. Aguilar will skate up the right side and out over center. Mathis Aguilar into the Eagles zone. Pigeons out of the net to play it. Perron tried to move it forward. Deep in the Eagles zone is Ouellette. And Ouellette moves it along the boards. Puck comes back to the point. Stewart, shot save made by Pigeon as Ouellette was banging on the door. 2nd round pick of Charlottetown this year. He's certainly seen his skill on display tonight. As Haggerty Aubin holding. Short pass. As Ellis will skate it out to center. Matthias Ellis dumps it into the Charlottetown zone. 5:29 to go in the third. Eagles holding a 4-2 lead here. A pair of goals from Jack Campbell tonight. As Islanders trying to break out, Ouellette will drop the puck to Benjamin. Turnover, Haggerty Aubin coming in. Save made by LeBlanc. Eagles scoring 2 goals on both of the Charlottetown goaltenders tonight. And coming up the ice is Jelly. Shot goes off the post, and Eagles trying to take it the other way. Here's an opportunity for Dag, pinching and shot. A save made by LeBlanc. As we pass the 15-minute mark of the third period, the Eagles with a 4-2 advantage. And I do wonder if Charlottetown would consider pulling Jacob LeBlanc in the next few minutes, down 4-2. Face-off to the right of the Charlottetown goaltender. Clean draw win for the Eagles. Puck comes back to Pattengale. Shot save made right into the logo of the goaltender Jacob LeBlanc. 4:51 remaining now in period number 3. Shots are 37-17 in favor of the Eagles, so they've certainly had their share of the game play tonight. as Buteau will come off the bench. Eagles win the draw. Puck comes back to Buteau at the right point. He's being pressured. He's able to keep the zone. Eagles holding a 2-goal lead here in the third. Stairs moves it down the right wing. Puck will come back to the point. Hogue swings it back around the right wing. Eagles just kind of working that right side of the ice here in the Charlottetown zone. And Stairs back to Buteau. Buteau, a shot, tip, save made. And it's covered up there by LeBlanc. And the Eagles holding a 4-2 advantage with 4:21 remaining in the third in the Miners Forum here in Glace Bay. I mentioned they have the restaurant there above the ice, Talawan Ice, and walking around the second intermission, I can hear some tunes being played there. So some people being treated to a hockey game if they're sitting on the bar side, and also live music. So pretty much having it all tonight on a Friday night in the Bay. Face off now to the left of the goaltender, LeBlanc. Puck fired over the goal. Here's Canning down the left side as Charlottetown on the attack. As Chisholm comes into the blue line. The Eagles will take it the other way. Canning trying to move it to Trenholm. As here's Kiefer Lyons. Play comes into the Eagles' end. Lorette shooting, blockered out there by Pigeon. Dagg takes possession. He'll move it forward. Canning now with it. Across the way. Looks for Buteau. Buteau. 3:39 left on the clock. The Eagles lead 4-2. Here's Delage with the puck for Charlottetown. Turns it over at center for Canning. Canning dancing into the Charlottetown zone. Delage ends up turning it over to Lyons. Lyons coming in. Backhander goes over the net. Puck comes back to the point. Shot by Perron. Played deep in the Charlottetown end. 3:15 left. Here's a chance for Trenholm. Shot, scores! Connor Trenholm at the hash marks. Rips it by Jacob LeBlanc. The Eagles off and running, leading 5-2 here in the third. Just not allowing Charlottetown a chance to try to get back into the game. 3:13 remaining, and Eagles up 5-2. Shots 39-18 in favor of the Eagles. Face-off will come at center. Draw won by Charlottetown. Stewart rims it along the boards. Graham comes in. 3:05 left on the clock in the third period. And play behind the net. As puck is pushed back to the point. Stewart now for Graham. Bell looks for Perron. Archibald in the corner. As Wagner a shot, save made. And 2:29 remains here in period number 3. Again, I would expect the Eagles will be close to a final roster before the month of September hits. As the exhibition games, the next ones are on the 10th and 11th. So we're close to seeing some final decisions made, but not quite there yet. Chance for Horth there and a save made by Pigeon with 2:25 remaining here in period number 3. Trenholm gets the goal. Don't believe there were any assists on that. Time of it 16:47. As Benjamin shoots wide. Here's a chance for Willett. Save made by Pigeon. As Willett gets the puck back again, he'll fire it out for Horth. Horth has a goal tonight. He'd love another one late. As Buteau moves it along the right side of the ice. Buteau headmans it to Haggerty-Aubin. Haggerty-Aubin behind the goal. on the half wall. As he's nudged off the puck, Perron takes possession. Perron dumps it down the ice. As LeBlanc's out of the net to play it. Coming out to center. Horth into the Eagles zone. 1:33 to go. Here in the third. Eagles up 5-2. Penalty coming up. Hooking call. With 1:29 left. And seeing who's getting the gate here. It's right above the penalty box here, to the point you actually can't see who's in the box. Penalty is to Mathis Ouellette. So Ouellette's in the box. Eagles will finish the game on the power play unless there's another penalty or they score. It's 1:25 left here. Way deep in the Charlottetown zone. Now it's fire down the ice as Dagg goes after it. Dagg over to Stairs. Stairs coming in over center. Out there with Og. Campbell as well. Perron. Moves it for Dagg. Dagg. Down the ice for Campbell. Opportunity, save made by LeBlanc. Here's Perron for Hogue. Hogue coming in over center. In over the blue line. Hogue up the left side of the ice. Hogue behind the net. 44 seconds remaining here in the third period. Eagles on the power play to finish this game. Eagles leading 5-2. Dawson Stairs throws it back to the blue line. Nobody home as Dagg has to go chasing after it. Another penalty coming up here, it looks like, as Pigeon goes to the bench. So we'll see if the Eagles get an opportunity to give Charlottetown the puck. Trenholm pass across. Here's a chance for Stairs stepping into it, and finally, play blown down. So 17 seconds left in the period, 48 seconds left on the original penalty. So the Eagles are going to finish this game on a 5-on-3, it looks like. As Crowder's going to go to the box. So 17 seconds left in the game and a 5-on-3 for the Eagles, who are already leading 5-2. Trenholm will take the draw. Gets it back to Canning. Pattengale. Cross-checking the call as Lorette comes in. 9 seconds left, and he'll try to dangle, unable to go any further. Lions taking it the other way. 3 seconds left. Here's Canning. He's coming in. He dekes, and a save made by LeBlanc at the horn. That's going to do it. The Eagles are going to wrap up this portion of the preseason with a 5-2 victory. Eagles are next in action on September 10th against Halifax. And the team mobbing Thomas Pigeon. Big night for that young man. He gets the win. So going over the stats for the third period, the Eagles held a 3-1 lead heading into the third. Michael Horth would score his third goal of the preseason from Mathis Ouellette and Max Chisholm. That came at 6:11 to pull the Islanders within 3-2, but that was as close as they would come. Kiefer Lyons from Lucas Canning at 9:41 gave the Eagles a 4-2 edge. And then at 16:47, Connor Trenholm would score from Kiefer Lyons, so they did add an assist to that goal. That made it a 5-2 score. Shots in the third period were 14-6 in favor of the Eagles. Three-period total 40-21. Dangerous shots per the Q website were 25-10 for the Eagles. The power plays, Eagles go 0 for 7, Charlottetown 0 for 2. Well, the Eagles didn't get to finish some of those later power plays. Face-offs, 48-23 for the Eagles, and the hits 16 apiece. So the Eagles win 5-2. And again, I'd expect the roster to be close to finalized in the next few days. Eagles are next in action on Friday, September 10th against the Halifax Mooseheads. We'll have that one for you on YouTube. Stay tuned to Eagles social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for information regarding the team. Eagles get the win, 5-2 over Charlottetown. Good night from the Glace Bay Miners Forum.